We're going to go ahead and get started here. Welcome to our class about how to become a power user of CompanyCam. Today, we're going to talk a lot about just some efficiency tools here, how to better use our app. And so, yeah, thanks again for being here. Just a few housekeeping things before we get started. At the bottom of your screen, you have a chat option and you have a Q&A option. If you have questions, please put them in the Q&A. So then we can answer them easily for you. The chat, we're going to leave that open for our team to communicate with you. We have some resources we're going to drop throughout the class, or if you're having an audio issue or something. But if you have questions, please put them in the Q&A. It just makes it easier for our team here to reply to you and go throughout the class. So with that, we have a lot of people joining us today from the office. Some of us are remote today. From our support team, our success side, our marketing side. So we're all here to help answer your questions while you're here. And last but not least, this is being recorded. So you will get this to the top of your inbox within 24 hours so you can share with your team, revisit it, whatever you need there. So let's talk about our agenda. We're going to go over some organizational tools, so archiving, how to use our tags and labels, and then our company dashboard that is going to be on our premium side there. And then we're going to drop into some efficiency tools, so our templates, saving our checklist, reports, things like that. Our AI tools that we released this summer, our project tasks, and then onto some social media things, our video walkthrough and our logo stickers. So just a quick little overview of what the day looks like here. And I'm also going to drop a quick poll here. So you guys will probably see a poll that just popped up. If you guys want to answer that really quick as we kind of transition into going over the app here, that would be great. Just looking to gather some information about how you would rank some of your CompanyCam things here, what features you're most interested in learning about. So that's really helpful to have your answers there. So it will stay up till the end of class. Thanks for doing that. Okay, let's get into CompanyCam. So first thing we're going to talk about here is archiving. So on my screen here, we have CompanyCam on the left-hand side. That's my mobile device here. And then, of course, we have CompanyCam on desktop. And I have already created a project, and I'm looking at my windows and siding project right now. So to archive a project, it's actually pretty easy here. You're just going to come up to your three dots in the top right corner. So again, I'm in my project, three dots, top right corner, and we're going to have this archive project. So simply select that. Once you do hit that archive button, this little yellow tab pops up just saying who archived it, the date, the time, and just that it will be hidden from the company feed here. And then, of course, if you would like to unarchive it at any time, you can just simply hit that button there, and then you will have this project back on your normal feed like that. On the mobile side, you also have that capability as well. So navigating over to my device here, three dots in the top right corner, and then you will see the archive button here down at the bottom. If you're wanting to kind of use this as a filtering mechanism, I highly recommend that. If you get out of your project here and go back to your main feed, so on the desktop side, up here you have like all your projects, your starred projects, my projects, and then of course you have archived. So you can just simply click on that, and then you'll be able to see all of the projects in here. And again, if you want to bring one back into your normal feed, just click into that and then use that unarchive button up here at the top. If you're on mobile and trying to view that same tab of archived projects, when you're on your home screen here within CompanyCam, down here, the second tab that has like those two photos stacked on top of each other, go ahead and click on that, and you'll see you're now on your company feed within CompanyCam. You can view all your photos. We can drop over here into the projects, and then you'll see I have my all projects tab, and then I also have the archived ones. Alrighty, let's get back into our regular project here. Some more organizational things and filtering. So tags and labels. So we've had these for a really long time. If these are new, then I highly recommend we get these implemented into your process here really soon. So let's start with labels. So this is going to be a way to filter for certain projects. Also, we refer to them as like the colorful tabs at the top of your project. That is a label. So again, a use case for this would be like status of project. We have an example of somebody who used this as a way to track their lost leads. So putting that lost lead label on there, like I have here, is a way to then filter for that specific lost leads label. And I can pull all of those, maybe restart that sales cycle again. So heard that was pretty cool. But again, the most common is probably the status of the job. So managers and admins, you guys can create these labels. You can just simply click on here and to edit labels. You can see you can edit these. We've got quite a few in here. Just hit new label. And then this is where you can type that in there. So whatever it might be. So maybe I'll just do Sarah's projects and let's give it a purple one there. And then I can hit save label. And then I can go ahead and apply that label to my project. Can be very similar on the mobile side here. When you click into your project, it is going to be above the title there. Just simply click on those labels. If you don't have one yet, it will probably say add label up there. Click on it. This is where you'll be able to apply one or create a new label if you need to. So how to use these now or how to filter for them. We're going to kind of go back to the same process here. We're going to go back to our main feed. So on the desktop side, I'm on my projects tab. And then this icon here that has those 3 lines, that's going to be your filter button. So I just clicked on this right here. It brings up filter projects. And then at the bottom here, it says select labels. So let's just type in, maybe I want to see all of my active projects. And again, these are going to be projects that I applied that active label to. So it's a good habit to get into now. If you haven't used them, start putting labels on there. You can go back and add them, or let's just start moving forward using these labels. So then you can go and filter for those like that. Mobile side, again, we're going to pop over to our double photos here. You'll see I'm on my project feed, and then that filter button is going to be in the bottom right corner. That looks like the filter icon, and then same thing. I'm going to go ahead and click on labels, and then I can select the ones that I would like to filter by. Let's select active. Don't forget to hit that save button, and then it will pull all of those active projects that have that label. So again, to get to this on the mobile side, you're going to navigate over to those double photos, filter icon in the bottom right corner, and then this is where you can hit labels. The second way I recommend organizing your content within CompanyCam is using tags. So labels are for projects, tags are for photos. So it's going to be a very similar thing. We want to apply a tag to a photo so we can go find all of those photos that have that specific tag. I've got a customer who is in the luxury bath and remodeling industry, and he was telling me that he uses a label for a lot of his marketing purposes. So when he's standing with a customer, he has his tablet, he filters for the tag white marble. So maybe one is white and one is also marble. You can have multiple tags on there, and then he can show the customer his finished projects with those tags. So just a little food for thought as far as how you can use those. But with tagging here, if you need to go back and apply tags to photos, so if you're just kind of getting started with this, I recommend doing it on the desktop side. You can select photos if you just hover over them. You can also select next to that date there. So just check mark all of those photos. And then from here, you're going to have an actions tab up at the top. So if you hit actions, you're going to have the ability to hit tag. So from here, you can type in a new tag if you're a manager or admin, or if you just click here to this drop-down menu, you can view all of your current tags that you have. So maybe these are all of my before photos. So let's put that in there. And then also, these are going to be of our windows. Okay, gonna go ahead and hit tag photos. If you didn't see that, now a little tag populates in the bottom right corner. So that is communicating this photo is tagged. So if I click into it here, I can see this actually has 3 tags on it: before, handoff, and windows. So I'm looking at this in the top right corner. Okay, if you need to add another one, you can simply click add tag and it will apply another tag to it there. But again, this is just going to be then so we can go and filter for the photos that have that tag on it. So up here at the top, these words here with those tags are kind of more forward facing for you. So you can simply click on one and it will filter for those easily for you within that project. So I just hit before and I found all of those photos that have before on them. Okay, if I uncheck that, you go back to your normal feed. So another way to apply a tag, or if you're kind of starting from scratch here, you can apply it within the camera. So this is going to be training your guys how to apply the tag while they're taking the photo. So I just showed you how to go back and add a tag in bulk. We can also do it from the camera. So maybe your admin doesn't have to do that. Let's train the guys to apply the correct tag. A use case, if you guys are using our checklist within CompanyCam, you can put in the description, make sure you use the before tag, make sure you use the after tag. It's not too hard to get that tag applied. It's more just communicating that it needs to be done. So on my mobile side here, I'm going to go down and click on my camera. Okay, and if I just take like normal photos here, but I want to get these tags. So if I hit this tag button, it's that big button right next to the center circle there. I'm going to go ahead and click that. And this is where you can then find or create a tag. So again, managers and admins will be able to create them. I'm at an admin status, so it says create. Go ahead and hit before. And then also this is going to be of my Windows. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. You'll now see within my camera here, I have a before and I have my Windows tag. If I accidentally click the wrong one, you can just simply hit that X button and it will drop off. But now when I take my photos, they're all going to be tagged with that before in Windows. Okay, go ahead and hit done. And those photos will be uploading there with that tag. Okay. Alrighty. Still on that mobile side, if you want to filter for those tags, it's going to be the same process, really. Just go ahead and get to all your photos. And how I did that, I've got 73 photos in this project. So that little tab there on the right-hand side, just go ahead and click on that. And this is where you can view all of your photos within the project. And then that same filter icon, going to be up here at the top right. Go ahead and click that. And then you've got your filter options again, and you can go ahead and select your tags. One last thing I'll show you here, if you want to be able to show the tags within the entire company feed, so kind of like I was talking about, you want to pull from all the projects, go back to those double photos where we were before, and instead of being on the projects tab, pop over to your photos feed. And then this is where you'll be able to filter for tags throughout the entire company feed. So again, hit that filter button in the bottom right corner, tags, same thing. So a little redundant there, but I just want to make sure you guys know how you can use them, both mobile and desktop. Again, you can filter for them in the project and also within the entire company feed. Do we have any questions about tags or labels?
We are good. We're answering everything in the Q&A section.
Great, thank you. Okay, company dashboard. So this is our last tab here on the organizational features. So this is going to be a premium feature. If you guys aren't on our premium and you're on our pro, you guys have the ability to do a free trial of premium at any time. You can just turn that on within your billing page or just call your CSM. But so this feature is going to be on that premium side. So if you click, this is going to also just be desktop. If you click on your user profile up at the top here on desktop, come down and click company dashboard. This is where you will view that. I'm just going to expand the screen a little bit for you. So just a way to kind of see some data and information within your account, kind of starting off here with your overview. You can select, if you want it to be from yesterday, 1 week, 30 days, 60 days, all time. You can adjust that. And then we just kind of give you some info on projects, photos, fields completed. This will be for your checklists, reports, documents, collaborations. And then you can also look at your users here as well. So these are just going to be in alphabetical order. So with Andrew here, or let's go down to Austin, I can see, his role, his photos, fields completed, reports, documents, and latest activity today within the past 30 days. So if you need to find a user, you can also search for it here. Again, oh, I'm sorry, under users, I had the 1 week. The overview was 30 days. So this is going to be info from the last week with my users. So not too much to share here other than it's a nice place for your admins to go and kind of get a bird's eye view of what's going on, or to kind of like calculate some data there. Again, if you guys are interested, we're going to go over some other premium features here. We're going to start talking about templates and AI. If you guys want to turn on your premium trial, if you guys just click on your user profile up here and come down to billing, you'll say, turn on my 14-day premium trial. If you don't have that button, probably means you've already trialed it. We can still help you out. We're going to have some follow-up here at the end as far as getting a hold of your CSM, but just want to make sure you guys have the ability to give it a test run if needed. All right, we're going to move into our templates. So templating just means saving and reusing. So for checklists, reports, documents, and projects. So this is kind of one of our biggest hitters when it comes to our premium side of CompanyCam, especially our checklists. Being able to build out a checklist and reuse it on every single job has really been a game changer for a lot of people on how they use our software. So I'm going to focus primarily on the checklist side here, but you do have the ability to create templates for, as you can see, checklists, your reports, your photo reports, your documents, and then last will be our projects. So a project template means if I have templated out my checklist, my reports, my documents, all these things I want to reuse, we can have that pull in automatically to a job once it's created with this project template. So I'll kind of show you what that looks like, but I'm going to show you a checklist here on the mobile side. So if you guys want to just look over here on my mobile device, if this is the first time looking at a checklist, they can be used for a lot of different things. Mostly that standardized process you have, like for your install crew, your sales team, your inspections. It's just that digital to-do list for you. So putting it into CompanyCam, allowing you to interact with it, take photos, check things off. So like house numbers, it says take a photo here. So I can just click on my camera, hit take photo. Let's snap a photo here. Go ahead and hit done. Whoops. There we go. And then I can check that off and move on to the next one. So these checklists are pretty fantastic. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. The main point here was saying that we can share or we can save this as a template. So if you guys have some checklists already and you want to save them so you can reuse them, 3 dots in the top right corner is where you can hit save checklist as template. So again, just giving you the ability to reuse it, pull it into that project. I'll show you what I mean here. Let me just get into a project. So since I've saved that checklist as a template, now when I come into the project, both mobile and desktop, if I click on checklist, hit create checklist, use existing template, now I can see all of my checklist templates within here. So I've got quite a few. We also have community checklists. So we asked our partners to share what they're doing. You guys can subscribe to those and bring them into your account. So if I want to pull up my Claim Juicer roofing supplements one, or maybe on the roofing side here, John the Roof Pro, I want to pull one of those in. I can because it's saved as a template. So that's kind of the main gist I'm talking about here is adopting the templates just really speeds up your process for you, allows you to bring in those checklist reports, documents, not have to recreate them from scratch every single time. I was able to pull in my general roof checklist, and so we can get started on it right away. On the left-hand side here on the desktop side, it says templates. This is where you're going to manage all of those. So you can create a new one here if you would like. If you click those 3 dots, you can delete one. But this is where I can see my checklist templates, my report templates, my document templates, and then the project template. It's not hard to save them as a template, as you saw I did with my checklist. You just look for those 3 dots in the top right corner. It's going to be consistent with reports as well and documents, and then look for save as a template. I'll show you here quickly if you're building a report and want to save it as a template. Let me just slide over to my reports. Let's just go ahead and click on this one here. Again, top right corner. Oh, we're going to do that on the desktop side. Whoops. Top right corner is where you're going to be able to save that as a template. So manage and then save as template. If you guys have some follow-up questions about this, I really recommend reaching out or saying you would like to talk with your CSM, setting up a quick demo with them to go into some deep depth here with the templates. It's pretty easy once we get them set up for you, but just kind of doing a quick overview here within our class. So just drop it down low if you would like to reach out, have someone reach out to you about it at the end, and we can definitely go ahead and do that. We're going to move on to our AI pages here. So our AI suite we just released here a couple weeks ago. So allowing you guys to go hands-free out in the field and really do the talk to text and build out a page, a report looking thing for you within the field. So this does live on the premium side as well, but pro users, you do have 10 free actions. So you can use this AI 10 times before you would need to go into a free trial or if you need to upgrade. So if you're following along, you probably have the ability to do this unless you've reached your 10 actions. So on the mobile side here, in my project, I'm going to go ahead and click on the Pages tab. So I'm going to hit that plus button, and then you have the ability to create a summary, a daily log, a progress recap, and a walkthrough note. So the first three, the summary, daily log, and progress recap, is making a page for you with photos and summarized notes. So I'm going to show you an example here. I'm going to go ahead and click on my project recap that I made on the 23rd. So just kind of show you the end game picture here of what it looks like. So when I click project recap, I select a couple photos and then AI does its part in powering this page. So after it has done that, it gives you a title here of your project recap, project name, address, summary, date, who took the photos. Also gives you a little note about what's going on within this project. A question about maybe like how did AI summarize this? It's pulling from descriptions within the photos. So we'd need to be leaving descriptions on these photos through quick caption. We can also walk you through that as well if needed. And then it just creates that little summary for you. So sliding down, these are the photos I selected with notes about them. And then any additional to-dos will also be on there, or I believe I wrote that on there, to-dos for my team here. And so as you can see, as I click into this project recap, I have the ability to edit it, put in more text. If you want to add in more photos, you can. Again, just go ahead and select a couple photos and add them in. You can move them around within the page. So the main thing I'm trying to show you here is you have the ability to create a quick recap or summary of what you did on the job for your internal teams, for the customer. These are going to live within your CompanyCam account and also viewable on the desktop side, and just eliminates lost communication, right? So not having to type it out the whole time is really great. So again, I'm going to go back up here to my pages. If I was going to start from scratch, I can hit progress recap. So I'll show you how to make it here. I'm going to scroll down, and again, I'm going to select photos that have a description on them. So how I know that is the 3 lines here means I have a description on the photo. So when I click into this photo here, we would need notes here, right? Describe what's going on the photo, so then AI can use that to create the page. I'm going to go ahead and click generate, and it will create that quick little progress recap for me. So we have a lot with our AI here, and we have about 4 minutes left. So we also have some recorded videos as well about our AI notes in our pages, or again, you all have a customer success rep that we can follow up with you if you would like to go over this again in greater detail. The last thing I'll leave you with this is our walkthrough note. This is personally my favorite AI feature. This is the one that when you turn it on, it allows you to walk a property. You can take notes, speak out loud. So I'll just do a quick demo here of it. We might go a few minutes over if that's all right with you. So this is my house. We're going to do some renovation on it. We're going to go ahead and replace the carpet here. We're going to clean the windows. I'm going to hit this mute button here. So this is fantastic for you guys if somebody's talking to you, or if you need to like switch directions, like I want to start talking about my entryway. It's kind of a pro tip. If you hit that mute button, it will automatically kind of enter down in this page and you'll see that. So I'm going to hit unmute. Let's replace the lampshade. Make sure we water the flowers. Back to that lamp. Let's go ahead and replace the base of it as well. So I did that pretty fast again. you can kind of picture if you're walking around a property or the beginning of it, you can, have that on for a lot longer than what I just did. So it will create that quick recap for you, again, or a walkthrough note. And so I can go and click on it here, and you'll see it gives it a title, and I have my bullet points here, and it kind of organizes it out for you, right? So again, I can click into it and enter down if I need to add in more notes, want to add in more photos. You guys have the ability to edit that. So best part is you can send these out, right? So hit the arrow here if I want to share the link, or if I want to export it as a PDF, send it to the customers, send it to your subcontractors. Just allowing yourself to go hands-free, not have to type the whole time is really kind of what we're going at here. And it's only going to get better from here. So definitely try out those AI actions. Those are going to live under your Pages tab on the mobile side. And then on desktop, you do have the ability to view those under your Pages tab as well. Do we have any questions about Pages?
We are answering those questions in the chat and the Q&A. Just as a reminder, if you guys do have questions, please drop those in the Q&A so we can quickly answer them and keep track of all those questions coming in.
Perfect. Thanks, Erin. Yeah, Q&A, bottom of the screen is where you can drop those. So moving on here, we've got a couple minutes. I just wanted to point out our project tasks. So when you open a project and you've got tasks here on the left-hand side, this is different than our checklist, of course. Tasks are kind of like little one-off things, right? Like make sure I call this person at the end of the day. Tell Bobby to do this when he comes, right? So this isn't for your standardized process. Again, that's more for your checklist so you can template it. These are just going to be one-off things. So make sure I call customer tomorrow. Okay, and maybe, whoops. Just building out that task there, and maybe I want to assign it to someone. I'm going to go ahead and assign that to my colleague, Bree. She's going to get a notification for that then, and I'm going to go ahead and hit create task. So it does put that at the top here. Whoops. There we go. And then they can go in there, they can check this off, and then they can, go ahead and fulfill that. So you have that on the mobile side. You also have it over here on the desktop side where it says new task. Pretty self-explanatory. And of course, if you want to go ahead and click on a photo within your project, you've probably seen this button down here that has that check mark button. You can create a task for a photo. So if I want to say like, let's repaint, hit create new task. And then if I go back to my tasks here, I will see that this photo is going to be associated right there with repaint, and it's got that photo. So kind of a quick overview, but tasks are great to just kind of write down some one little off note things. Okay, last two things, social media. So video walkthrough is going to be a premium feature here. If you guys click into your camera, this is going to be changing a little bit here. We're changing the looks of our camera shortly. So currently, this is how it's probably going to look for you for iPhone users. If you slide down to the bottom here, your video walkthrough will turn on. So as you can see, it turns on your front-facing camera and your rear. So I can walk a property and I can take a video. I have my face in it. Again, we've seen a lot of fun video walkthroughs on social media and TikTok. Also really great to send to the customer. So just like your photos, you can export this out, send it to them. It's nice to have your face in it there. So premium feature for iPhone users there is your video walkthrough. Again, that's going to be within your camera is where you turn that on. And last thing here is our logo stamping. So another premium feature here. If you click into your photos here, and you go to your annotation tools, so that's going to be your squiggly line. You have the ability to add in your logo. So this is going to live under our stickers. So about 3/4 of the way down is going to be that circle that's like folded over a little bit. Click on that. It will pull up your stickers. And so your logo is going to live up at the top. So click that, stamp it on your photo here. As you can see, you can resize it, move it around the screen, and just, click again, and then it will put it in place. So you do need to apply these to the photo. Again, it's going to be on the premium side there. If you're a premium user and you are not seeing your logo populate when you click on the stickers, that means you do not have your logo loaded into your account. So on the desktop side, if you click on your user profile up at the top, come down to your company settings, you're going to see company logo. So you can go ahead and just load it in right there. We do give you a few instructions. Okay, any last questions, Erin, that I can answer before we wrap up?
1 second here.
As we'll just kind of go over a few things here while we kind of answer your guys' questions and kind of wrap up here. We have some resources for you that we're also going to drop in there for you in that chat button or in that resources tab. So we have a really great support team. So if you guys are running into some technical problems, please chat with our support team. You can find that located at the bottom of the screen here within CompanyCam, chat with support. They're fantastic. There's a few AI questions for you of like what you need help with, and then you'll be directed to a real person. So definitely reach out to them if you need some help. Otherwise, email them at support.com. For some like Spanish resources here, we do have those. You can reach them here. And we also have a YouTube channel. So these have been really fantastic for a lot of teams. Continue with these classes. Again, we host a lot of these and you can watch the recordings at companycam.com/classes or even watch quick how-to videos at companycam.com/help or our YouTube channel. Articles, again, back on that help page. And then I know I've mentioned this many times that you guys have a customer success manager. I am one of them and you all have one. So if you do not know who that is, this is a great email for you, success@companycam.com. We'd be happy to get you connected with them to set up a training, to talk through some things, billing, whatever you need. We want to make sure you guys have that phone number so you can reach them. Again, more technical things, you can go to our support team. Talking about features, billing things, definitely go to your success manager about that.
We do have one final clarifying point. There were a
Yes.
couple questions in the chat and the Q&A that we just want to clarify. The AI walkthrough is available on Premium for all Android and iPhone users. So the AI walkthrough specifically is for all different types of phones. The walkthrough video specifically is only available on iTunes. That walkthrough video is, or not iTunes, excuse me, iPhones. The walkthrough video capability is only available on iPhones because we do not have access to use both cameras on an Android phone to create those walkthrough videos. So the walkthrough video is going to be a separate feature from that AI walkthrough. AI walkthrough is available for everybody on Premium.
Thank you, Erin.
And that's it for questions on our end. We are answering a couple more things in the Q&A here.
Great. Perfect. Last thing from me then as we finish answering those questions. Like always, we share our upcoming classes. So companycam.com/classes is where you can register for those. So we have a mobile one coming up. So kind of going through the basics. Great for your team to sign up for. We have a live with Luke. That's our CEO. That will be fun. So we've got a webinar on the 13th, and then on the 20th, we have how to document a job from estimate to final walkthrough. So another feature class here. So we're going to keep this open as we finish answering your questions here. But again, this is being recorded. It will be sent to you. You have that email. So success@companycam.com. You can email if you want to get connected with your manager here. We'd be happy to field some questions for you. So we'll answer those. We'll keep answering questions. We'll keep this open here. But thanks again for joining us. We really appreciate it and hope to see you next time.